Hey everybody, how are you? Look at us in the virtual world. Hi my friends. You know what really stinks? It stinks that we can't be right there at Tribeca in that absolutely beautiful spot. Every time we've been together, it's been absolutely gorgeous. A wonderful, wonderful spring night in New York. But here we are in our virtual world, but you know what? We muddle through and we make it work. We've got a big, big goal tonight. Here's what we're gonna do. Set your watches, everybody, because in the next 30 minutes, we're going to raise $125,000 because CCC, for more than 26 years, has made sure that the girls come first, to become outstanding individuals that change the world. Just a quick story. I'll take my music out for 1 second and tell you this. It was, I think, probably 4 or 5 years ago. I walked in for the first time to be your auctioneer, and a young lady walked up to me, and with all the honesty and brightness and sincerity in the world, she walked, "Hi. My name is," and she told me her name. She goes, "And what is your name?" And I said, "Oh, I'm John Curley." I said, "I'm the auctioneer." "So nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. Have you met?" And with that, she introduced me to her friend. And I thought at that point, you know what? I'm sold. I love this school. I then donated my money back, and I donate every single year. And I am in love with the same thing you're in love with, CCC. 26 years through good times and bad times, always making sure that education comes first. Okay, here's what we're gonna do tonight. We've got a silent auction, we've got a live auction, we've got chances to give in the Fund the Need as well. Now, if you're struggling at all, need you to get online and you can bid. It's really, really simple. Take a look at this. Just go to bid. You can find out exactly how to do it. There's bidding is now open. See right there. If you need any additional help, if you're an okay boomer, that's okay to be a boomer. It's all right. All you got to do is go to YouTube. You go to YouTube and you look on there and you can answer some questions. Some questions will be asked for you as well there. So all of that is going on. So silent auction open, and that is going. And then live comes up with 2 great items. We're either going to go to Disney World, and we also have a great trip to Long Island. If you're thinking, oh, well, I don't know if I'm going to go with the timing and everything else, don't worry. We're extremely flexible. So bidding is happening right now. Our goal is $125,000. We're going to do it by 6:30. We will hit this. Now, of course, I can't do an event like this without sharing the stage with a couple of great MCs. So let's meet now my MCs for the evening.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Caroline Arisman, and I'm the Executive Director at the Cornelia Connelly Center. Thank you so much for tuning in for our annual benefit, which is hosted virtually for the first time. Tonight will be emceed by 2 of our students, 7th grader Savannah and 5th grader Jariah. The theme tonight is She Shines, and let me tell you, these 2 girls really do shine. Our MCs will tell you all about CCC, but let me mention the most important fact about our program. It works. 97% of our students graduate from high school on time, and 68% graduate from college, which is 4 times the national average for low-income students. You'll hear from one of our thriving graduates, Aisha Mendez, and have the opportunity to bid on some amazing auction items with our auctioneer, John Curley, in just a bit. In the meantime, take it away, Savannah and Jariah.
Thanks, Ms. Arisman. It's finally here. Welcome to Cornelia Connelly Center's first ever virtual benefit. I hope you're in the most comfortable clothes with your favorite snack. A little pre-dinner popcorn never hurt anyone.
Before we dive in, we wanted to tell you a little bit about Cornelia Connelly Center. CCC is a nonprofit for girls on the Lower East Side. They empower girls at risk to realize their full potential from 4th grade through college graduation. Savannah and I are students in Connelly Middle School, which is for girls in grades 4 through 8. There, we learn character strengths like perseverance and compassion, or my favorite, zeal.
Zeal's my favorite too. It really represents that positive energy and good vibes at CCC. Our school is really focused on academics, but also making sure that everyone feels comfortable and supported here.
What makes CCC really special is a program called GSP, which stands for Graduate Support Program. GSP starts working with us in the 6th grade and sticks with us all the way until we graduate from college.
GSP is already working with me and my classmates that help us figure out where we want to go to high school and learn all the in and outs like test prep and financial aid. GSP also promises that once we get there, we will be supported financially with scholarships, do checkups to see how we're doing, and help with homework and classes. It's great to know that no matter what, you can come back to where you started and know you're supported.
When I make it to college, I'll be in class 2031. The Connelly Center will still be by my side with GSP 2.0. CCC helps us apply to college, figure out financial aid, buy textbooks, and find our way around campus. I already know that I don't have to worry when I get to college because I won't be alone.
I agree. Even in college, I know I will still have a family at CCC.
We'd like to take a moment to thank all of you for making tonight possible, especially our leadership sponsors, June and Jack Heffernan, Colin and Dee McKechnie, and one anonymous friend of CCC.
I also want to say thank you to our confidence sponsors, Jenna and Ed Sermier, and the Society of Holy Child Jesus. Without the society, CCC wouldn't exist. Thank you, sisters, for always supporting us.
In a few minutes, we'll be joined by our auctioneer, but bidding's already open. You can look at and bid on our awesome auction items and make a donation at our event website, bidpal.net/ccc20.
Now, I have the privilege of introducing our head of school, Sholanda Neely Gutierrez. Miss Neely is a very passionate person and shows us every day how much she cares about others.
Miss Neely has been here for 17 years. You can tell that she's a dedicated person who is focused on the value of hard work. Welcome up, Miss Neely.
Thank you, Savannah and Drya, and good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight to celebrate CCC's shining students. When I first came to the Connelly Center in 2003, what was glaringly beautiful from the very beginning was the fact that this community is structured around opportunities. We believe deeply in everyone's potential. As a staff member, there's been tremendous opportunity for my own growth, personally, professionally, and spiritually. I try to bring that same spirit to our families, students, making sure the potential in each and every one of us is recognized, nourished, and nurtured. Tonight, we are honoring Aisha Mendez. She graduated from CCC in 2011. She went on to thrive at St. Joseph's High School and later at LaSalle University, where she majored in political science and government. Aisha is the perfect example of the potential there is in each and every one of us and how the environment at CCC nurtures that potential so our girls can thrive and shine. Aisha first came to us with this squeaky, soft voice. But I was absolutely committed to that not being how she communicated and to showing her that we all have a strong voice. It doesn't have to be loud in volume, but it can be strong. She had so much to say, but she didn't have the confidence to say it, so her voice wasn't counted. We constantly asked her, what are your ideas? What do you have to say? But how you say it to others, Aisha, is a way that you can connect and inspire. So little by little, her voice and her confidence changed. It got stronger. As you can hear in a minute, Aisha's voice today is of strength, a voice of inspiration. She uses that voice to advocate for others, to represent those who perhaps don't have a voice themselves yet. When Aisha was younger, she would say that she wants to be president, and I hope she does. I don't say that joking. Our girls are future leaders. The fact that Aisha, while she might not want to be president anymore, still verbalizes her intent to enact change and to advocate for others in whatever way she can is a testament to who she has grown to be. She recognizes that there are discrepancies in opportunities others have, and she wants to close that gap. Please join me in wishing Aisha success, continued confidence, and the strength to be the voice our world needs. Now I'd like to welcome our 2020 benefit honoree, Aisha Mendez.
Thank you, Ms. Neely. And thanks to all of you for joining me here tonight in recognition of the Cornelia Connelly Center's She Shines benefit. My name is Aisha Mendez, and I'm a proud graduate of the class of 2011. Looking back, I don't think my fifth grade self would have ever imagined the person I am today, standing here in front of you all, virtually at least. You see, I used to be incredibly shy, somewhat timid, and afraid to be outgoing. But throughout my years at CCC, I was able to not only build that confidence, but grow thicker skin and no longer be afraid to stick out from the crowd. In the wise words of Maya Angelou, nothing can dim the light that shines from within, especially with the help of a strong, loving, and nurturing community like the Cornelia Connelly Center. Growing up wasn't easy. Early on, people very close to me, who I relied on for support and guidance, disappeared out of my life without an explanation or even a goodbye. I was left being raised by my grandmother, who worked many jobs to keep us afloat. I struggled academically in public schools and suffered from anxiety, which made it harder for me to make friends, feel confident, and simply fit in. But one thing my grandmother never let me forget is that education is the key to success and opportunity. And when she found out that a local all-girls school was looking for new students, she propelled me right out of public school and straight into the application process. Although initially I was reluctant to attend out of fear of change, she knew it was an opportunity of a lifetime. And looking back years later, she was right. Since the age of 9, teachers and staff at CCC have stood by me, supported me, and nurtured me to be the woman I am today. I first met Miss Rodriguez in the 5th grade as my homeroom teacher. It was there that she taught me how to build the confidence to break out of my shell. I remember one day she said, by the end of the day, tell me the name of at least 3 students you had a conversation with. And while it seemed really hard at first, after succeeding, the next few conversations came a little easier. And because of this, I was able to make friendships that have lasted a lifetime. Sometimes you just need the love and support and encouragement of one person to make a difference. And that's what makes teachers at CCC so special. They don't just care about the students inside the classroom. They truly invest their time to ensure that each one has the support and guidance she needs to thrive in all areas of her life. Another lesson I learned at CCC is that when someone says you can't do something, the best way to prove them wrong is to just do it. You know what your goals are, and you know that it doesn't really matter what any other person says or thinks about you, because the only person that's going to stand in the way of you getting there is you. Now, CCC has always had a summer program. While current students will be envisioning themselves as college students during a stay on campus, when I was young, we had to build confidence and lifelong relationships through a more traditional summer camp, through Camp Fully Child at Lake Placid. One summer, me and my classmate Jillian, who was a really great swimmer, were set to compete a series of treading and swimming exercises for a chance to swim in the lake. I remember it being some of the longest and most tiring 3 minutes of my life. But I kept going because I knew that at the end of the day, I was going to be able to achieve something that not many people in my class could. Since graduating from middle school, the Graduate Support Program and staff has helped and encouraged me to strive for excellence and opportunities I never thought I could achieve, such as fundraising nearly $5,000 to attend a summer program at Georgetown University when I was in high school, to speaking at the United Nations for the launch of an education initiative called Girls Can Be Eagles, or studying abroad in Spain. And each step of the way, Ms. Ortiz and Ms. Vega always reminded me that they were always one phone call away. It was through the Cornelia Connelly Center that I was able to get my first scholarship to attend St. Joseph's High School, visit my first college campus, volunteer with local organizations, and most importantly, instills an obligation to give back to the community that has helped raise me, a responsibility that I still believe in today. Since graduating from LaSalle University last May, it really took me some time to realize that it's okay to not have everything figured out. I started volunteering with my assembly member, Harvey Epstein, and now find myself working at Forbes as an executive assistant to CEO Mike Federle. In this past year, I've been able to discover new skills I never knew I had, navigate how to provide for my loved ones, and explore what doors are open to me with a college degree. While we're all experiencing a moment in time of uncertainty, fear, and anxiety, if you look back a year and 5 years from now and ask yourself, what did you do? You can say that you all came together as a community who supported each other through one of the hardest obstacles any of us could imagine, and remembered what mattered most. I stand before you as a witness of what this type of support means. To have the support of a loving community, a chance for greater opportunities not only to receive an education, but to join a family that offers mentorship, guidance, lifelong relationships, and financial support to students throughout their educational journey. Thank you all for being with me here tonight to champion on the next generation of CCC's shining students, because they are the future. I hope you all have a great night.
Thank you, Aisha. That is certainly inspirational. How about that? Speaking at the UN, graduating from LaSalle. You know why? Not only because of her determination and her courage to push beyond. It's also because of you. You have many times a friend will say to you, hey, you got a good stock tip for me? You got something I can invest in? And you think about it. I've got an investment for you right now. If you really, really want to change the future, not just for your portfolio, but for the rest of the world, it's an investment in CCC when you think about it like that. All right, here's what we got. Less than 15 minutes to go. Silent auction is open right now. If you're having any trouble whatsoever, we'd love for you to bid. You can look right there. There you go. Any information you need. Plus, if you're having some troubles, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You can always go to YouTube, and when you go to YouTube, we can ask some questions at YouTube as well. Lots of stuff you can bid on. Of course, the silent auction is open right now. You can do that. And how about this? A CCC sweatshirt. I'm going to make a donation, plus I'm going to buy a sweatshirt. And when I said, what do they look like? Well, I got this really super duper cool looking dude with a sweatshirt who works at CCC. And I said, well, could I look cool like that? And they said, sure, you would look like this if you had the same sweatshirt on. And that would be me in the sweatshirt looking like an 86-year-old grandmother. That's nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Silent auction is open. We're going to be doing our fund and eat in just a little bit, but you're thinking, oh, you know what? I want to get a live auction item. Here's what we're going to do. Ready? Live auction item. First one's going to come up on the screen for you right now. And I have to tell you, we're going to sell this, selling it in 3 minutes. We'll start the clock. It is, of course, Disney World, right there in Florida. Absolutely gorgeous Disney World, the place to be. In fact, how big is Disney World and how much laundry do they do, you're asking? Well, I'll tell you this right now. If you were to wash one load of laundry every single day for 52 years, that's how much laundry they do every single day in Disneyland. There are an entire team of people that go around and make sure that the park is absolutely gorgeous. I went there when I was 8 years old. It was really hot. The line was really long. That's before they used to sort of serpentine them. And my dad brought us all in. He had no patience. And he said, guys, I'll tell you what. It's hot. The line is long. How about this? I'll give each one of you $20 if we can go home right now. And I thought, $20 is a lot of money. And I turned to my brother and I said, take the 20 or I'm going to punch you. And my brother took the 20, my sister took it, and I took it, and we went back to the hotel, and we flew back to Philadelphia. We had spent exactly 17 hours in Disney World. But I got $20 out of the whole deal. I'm sure you'll enjoy it even more than that. Here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to do 4 days for 4 passes. We've got a great place for you to stay as well, right there in Disney World with 1 minute and 48 seconds. Here are the bids that are coming in right now. You can bid on it right now because Donald Norton says, I want to go. He's bid at $1,000. We let Mr. Norton take this prize, and we're on our way with it for $1,000 because it's 4 days, and it's for 4. There's passes for the park, and, of course, a great place to stay. Right now, Donald Norton is in. Donald Norton in for $1,000. Somebody can easily just kick him out of there because it's 4 days. 4 days in Disneyland with 1 minute and 21 seconds left. Somebody else jump right on in there. If you've never taken the kids, take them. The best time to be there is September, or you could probably go the last week in February is also one of the best times. April is good as well. Look out around Christmas time because it gets really, really packed. Is Don Norton going to steal this item for $1,000? By the way, we're getting you down there. We'll fly you down there. You'll stay for 4 days. You'll have a fabulous time. There is exactly 54 seconds left on this. Oh my gosh! Amy comes in at $500 more. Don, really? Or you're lose it for $500? Don't lose it for $500. So here we go with just 42 seconds left. Amy right now is in the lead. Amy Keel is in the lead. She's bid $1,500. And then back in again. Don Norton says, no, I don't think so. That's my trip. I'm taking it for $2,000. Amy, really, this really gets down to who loves their kids more. And at this point, it looks like Mr. Norton just about $500 more than you are loving your children. Amy gets a chance to jump back in for the last second. Here we go. With 18 seconds, will she try to steal it? Will Amy try to steal it? The bid is at $2,000. Don Norton has it, and we'd love to see Amy come in. 10 seconds left. Here we go. With 10 seconds, can Amy come back in and steal this Disney World trip? This is for 4 days as well. 3, 2, 1, and done. Sold. And it looks like Don Norton has got himself the trip for $2,000. Amy, good try. Nicely done. Hopefully everybody's having an easy time bidding along. And now here comes item number 2. You ready? What do you say we go to Long Island? Not just anywhere. We're going to go to Nassau Point. Beautiful, beautiful Nassau Point, Long Island. Is this not a gorgeous getaway? This is a great house just waiting for you. Sleeps 8 comfortably. It's got about 4 or 5 bathrooms, and it is really, really special. You will love taking the family there. Get a chance to go away and spend some time. The bids are coming in right now. There's Rita. She's in at $3,000. Again, this is for 8. We're extremely, extremely flexible when it comes to how long and when you'd like to go. If it's this year or next year, we'll make sure it all works for you. With 2 minutes and 27 seconds left, you can see on the screens exactly how long and how much time you have to enjoy yourself in this beautiful, beautiful little spot in Long Island, Nassau Point. Did you know that Albert Einstein stayed here? That's right, Albert Einstein was in Nassau Point. He had rented a little teeny tiny cottage right on the water. His was actually 1 step back. And Albert Einstein had to cut through this woman's backyard to get to the water to sail his boat. And at one point, the woman said, "Excuse me, sir, we're here for privacy as well. Would you mind going around?" And she sent Albert Einstein down the street, around the corner to get to a sailboat. And Albert Einstein, by the way, didn't even know how to swim. Twice he tipped over in the sailboat. The kids had to come up and help up Albert Einstein. He was not a very popular guy in Nassau Point because most of the neighbors said he was annoying because at night he would play his various instruments. I don't know what various instruments he was playing, but he was playing them through the evening, and no one was happy about that, even though he was Albert Einstein. 1 minute, 27 seconds left. Let's see who's in. Rita's in with the top bid of $3,000. Judith, really? You're going to lose this for $500? Judith, no! Not for $500. You need to get away and have a fabulous time. Nassau Point, an absolutely gorgeous home just waiting for you. There are some really little cool restaurants right downtown. You can walk down there and enjoy yourself. And again, if you're concerned, we're very, very flexible with the time. If it's not going to be this year, it'll be the next year as well. Rita stays in at $3,000. Would love to see Judith jump back in again for $500. Judith, you can have a fabulous time just right there waiting for you in Nassau Point in Long Island if you haven't had a chance to get away. With 48 seconds to go, don't lose this. Rita's holding on tight with $3,000. You can bid as well. You can beat her by about another $200. You could jump back in, Judith. This is your big chance. $3,000, get a chance to stay in a beautiful home with 8 people, get a chance to just get away and spend some time in Nassau Point. One last little bit of history. You can tell I've spent a lot of time reading about it in Albert Einstein. One last thing. Albert Einstein was in Nassau Point, Long Island, when he wrote the letter to FDR saying, you know what, I don't think we should waste much time. I think the Nazis are very, very close to getting themselves a nuclear bomb. So he sent the letter from his little cottage right there in Nassau. There's history everywhere you look. There's also a gorgeous spot. The sunsets are breathtaking. So here we go. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, Rita takes it away for $3,000. Thank you, Rita. Well done. Nicely done, Judith. Way to jump in there and bid as well at $2,500. Judith, that tells me that you still have $2,500 that you'd like to give during our Fund the Need, and that would be an opportunity. Thanks, everybody, for bidding. We sold both of those items. The silent will remain open till 6:30, so you still have time to continue to bid on that. And get yourself a fabulous sweatshirt at the exact same time. And now, this has got to be the best part of the whole evening, because this is our opportunity to make a commitment to the future. You know, we keep hearing this term about the new normal, the new normal. The new normal happens every single day at CCC. And if you look around the neighborhood and what's happening in the public schools and the kids that aren't able to experience CCC, for them, that's the normal. But for the students, for the young women at CC, the new normal is every single day when they are challenged to be their best. So here we go. You ready? You can be able to bid with the Bid Pal. If you need help, you can always go to the YouTube and you can look on there and you can ask some questions. But here's what we're going to do for you right now. We're going to give you an opportunity to give at various levels. We're going to try to raise $10,000. $10,000 will be our first gift at $10,000. Anybody care to give at $10,000? This gift is a commitment to the future. This gift is your way of saying yes. Did you realize for the last 2 years when we've been doing this, both of those dinners combined have raised $1 million. So in 2 years, we raised $1 million. Tonight, our goal is very, very simple. In a half an hour, we'd love to be able to raise $125,000. You can see where we are right now. It's $78,445. We're easily going to get to $125,000. Your gift right now, of $10,000 would be greatly appreciated. Your gift of $10,000. Your gift right there. Thank you very much, John. We appreciate your gift of $10,000. Thanks for your continued support as well. We certainly do appreciate it. We also got an anonymous gift of $10,000, and that is terrific. John's gift of $10,000. John Silverstein, thank you very much for your continued support of CCC every single year. Would anybody else care to give at $10,000? You know, if we go above our goal of $125,000, that's fine too. That's fine. Anybody else care to give at $10,000? If not, we've got other levels for everybody. We can go $5,000. If you'd like to give at $5,000, right now the water is warm and we'd love to be able to see gifts coming in at $5,000. Well, here comes Colin again. Colin, thank you very much. Always great to see you every single year with your gift. There it is again at $10,000, smashing right past our goal. I know I had said about a half an hour ago we wanted to try to get to $125,000, and every single year you exceed our imagination. Your generosity always combines to always outshine our goals. We'll probably get to about $200,000 tonight. Yes, this is a virtual way for us to be able to stay connected and to make sure that our commitment to the women at CCC is always there and always present. Thank you very much, Sally Fillmore. Thank you again every year. The names that you continue to hear. And Jennifer, you, thank you for your gift of $5,000. Gifts are coming in at $5,000 and $10,000. Thank you. If anybody would like to give at $2,500, gifts of $25,000, here comes your opportunity as well. Thank you very much, Michael. Every year, Michael, your commitment to CCC stands and shines bright. We certainly do appreciate your gift of $5,000. Anybody at $2,500, gifts of $25,000. I said before, we'll probably go way above $125,000 because we always underestimate your generosity. Always underestimating, but always appreciating it as well. At $2,500, would anybody care to give at $2,500? Here's your opportunity now. Or maybe it's $1,000, a gift of $1,000. You can give $1,000. I give $1,000 throughout the entire year. My credit card gets zipped and zinged once a month. Maybe you could do that as well. That's a great way to give. Bob Grant, thank you, Bob Grant, for your gift right there of $2,500. Thanks, Bob Grant. We appreciate it. And Judith comes back in again. Yeah, Judith, don't feel bad. You didn't win the live auction item, but there's your $2,500. You didn't need to go to Nassau Point. Yeah, Judith, you just gave $2,500, and that's terrific. And Rita comes back in again. Rita Holman, by the way, got snuck out there by Norm when it came to the Disney trip, but there's her gift of $2,500. Still giving, still caring. Here we go at $165,450. Get the guy out of the way. Let me see how much money we got. And now at $1,000 and $500, we're going to go $10,000, $5,000, $2,500, and we're going to go all the way to $500. If your gift of $500 comes in, that would be great. Meg and Rick, thank you very much for your gift as well of $2,500. It's so nice to see so many familiar names every year that we get a chance to meet there in Tribeca. And now here we are tonight raising and smashing right through our goal. Let's try to get to $185,000. I have a feeling we can do it. We're going to try to go to 6:30. We have just a few minutes left, And here come some gifts as well at $500. At $500, is this your number? Is this the gift you'd like to give at $500? Did you know at $2,500, Rita, you know what you just did at $2,500? You made sure that we would have a gymnasium. You made sure that we would have some sporting events. Thank you very much for that. Those gifts that came in at 5 and the gifts that came in at 10, that's all towards scholarships. That's making sure that our young women all the way through up to their senior year are able to travel and to be able to go to colleges and meet with various advisors to make sure their dreams come true when it comes to their education. That's what we do. Mary Jo Murphy, thank you very much for your gift as well. And there's Amy Breslin, thank you. And Beth and Amy Russo, thank you for your gift of $1,000. I said we're going to try to get to $185,000. Let's see if we can do it. We're going to get to $500 gifts as well. And the last few minutes, here we go. We're counting down. Last few minutes as we try to do 30 minutes to get ourselves to 185. Again, our goal was 125. So for those of you that have been with us for the last half hour, congratulations for going well above what we had hoped to raise. Anybody else care to give at $1,000? Any more gifts at $1,000? Any more gifts at $1,000 or $500? Here comes your chance to give. I will say, from here in Seattle, I wish I was there in New York. Perhaps next year, I know we'll all be together again, but we are united, and we are united by our belief that CCC changes the future every single moment when a young woman realizes her potential to be the best she can possibly be. And it's because of you, it's because of the staff, the students, everybody giving their all. I'm John Curley from Seattle. God bless you all. Let you stay, continue to enjoy the program, and thanks for continuing to give. Good night, everybody.
It was incredible. Who wants to take me to the beach house? I could use some relaxation, some long walks, good food.
I'd rather go to Disney World. After all this time at home, I can't wait for a real vacation.
So true.
Thank you for your support just now. It costs $17,000 a year to serve a student at Connelly Middle School, and our families only pay $60 in tuition each month.
In high school and college, our graduates receive scholarships and stipends from CCC, plus a lot of emotional and academic support. By bidding and making a donation, you're supporting hundreds of girls like us.
Thank you for your generosity. It's not too late to give. Your gift can help with my favorite sports at school, which is definitely softball. Or is it volleyball? Wait, I forgot about basketball. Don't make me choose.
Or your gift could pay high school tuition for a graduate following in Aisha's footsteps.
Or make sure a CCC alum in college has her textbooks next semester. Thank you for empowering me, Jariah, and all the other young women at CCC to become their best selves.
I hope you have a very beautiful rest of your night and that we get a chance to meet you in person someday soon.
Good night.